Hey everyone, this is Bremster and welcome back to this Sudoku Problem series. This is Sudoku Problem number 52, an Arrow Kropki by James Kopp. And thank you, James, for submitting the problems that you have. Testers rated this one as hard, so yeah, we'll see how this one goes. So the rules in place for this one are arrow and ratio dots. So the way arrow works on this one is the digits on the arrow must sum to the digit that is placed in the arrow's pill or the oval, and the two-digit number that is placed in the oval is read left to right. And on the dots, the numbers, the cells separated by the black dots are in a 1-to-2 ratio, or one is double the other. There is a link below to where you can try the problem if you can't do it in your head, and I couldn't. So yeah, I'm going to give you a few seconds where you can pause the video, and then I'll be back and explain how this one works. Okay, it took me a little bit to figure this one out. And if you did, please don't be embarrassed. I found this one quite tricky. So the way I found through this one is to, of course, look at the pill. So on a ratio dot, there's a limit to what you can put on the dot. And I started at it by looking that, okay, what is the maximum I could put on this, which would be 6, 7, 8, 9, which sums to 30. But I could never put 30 in the pill because I don't have a 0 available. So this has to be a 1 or a 2 because I can't go above 20 something. So, and if this is a 1, this is a 2, and this would be a 12 total. But if this was 1 and 2, the minimum I could put here would be 3, 4, 5, and 6. And 3, 4, 5, and 6 is, I think, 18. So that's not going to work because 18 is not equal to 12. So this has to be a 2, which means this is a 1 or a 4. That bit wasn't too tricky. The next bit, however, I found actually quite challenging, because what I had to do is I had to think about what would happen if these things were the different possibilities. And the one that I found actually that was a problem was 24, I think. So if this is a 24, then we know, or either way, we know that there's no 2 on this black dot. So we can't use 1, 2, or 2, 4. So this is either 4, 8, or 3, 6. Now, if this is 2, 4, that limits this to being only 3, 6. And that's what is important here. If this is 2, 4, this sums to 24, and this sums to 6. Because 2 plus 4 is 6. And what we're using here is the secret of what the box sums to. Because the box contains all of the digits from 1 to 9. And all of the digits from 1 to 9 sum to 45. So what we're trying to reach here is a total of 45. Now, if this is 24, that's 6 plus 24 is 30. So these would have to sum to 15. But the only possibility we would have here is 3 and 6, which sums to 9. So this would have to be a 6 to get to the 15. But we've just used 6 here. So that doesn't work. This has to be a 1. Now, because this is 2 and 1 summing to 21, what we end up with is 2 plus 1 is 3, plus 21 is 24. These digits have to sum to 21. 45 minus 24 is 21. So if this is a 3, 6, that's 9. 21 minus 9 is 12, and that would have to be a 12. It doesn't work. This cannot be a 3, 6. This must be a 4, 8. We've still got to make this sum to 21. This is 12. 21 minus 12 is 9. And that's the solution to the problem. It took me a while to figure out a way through this one that worked really nicely. You never need to think about what goes onto this arrow, and I thought that was absolutely stunning. Thank you, James, for submitting this. There are actually 3 arrow problems in this series, and I will try and space them out. I'm trying to sort of spread them out so you don't just do the same sort of problem over and over. You can learn the logic and then come back and use the same bit of same tricks a bit later on. Not that I think it's exactly the same trick. It's very interesting stuff. Thank you everyone for watching. I hope you're enjoying the series, and as always, good luck with your solving.